Type his name, you will get the list of all his books and what it contains.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم سبحانك لا فهم لنا إلا ما فهمتنا إنك أنت الجواد الكريم قل رب زدني علما. قال الإمام النووي رحمه الله تبارك وتعالى ونفعنا بعلمه في الدارين. قال عن حارثة بن وهب رضي الله عنه قال سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول ألا أخبركم بأهل الجنة كل ضعيف متضاعف لو أقسم على الله لبره. ألا أخبركم بأهل النار كل عتول جواد مستكبر متفق عليه. العتول الغليظ الجافي والجواذ بفتح الجيم وتشديد الواو وبالضاء المعجمة هو الجموع الممنوع وقيل الضخم المختال في مشيته وقيل القصير البطين. So continuing with this chapter, the virtues of the poor and the weak among the Muslims and those who actually, by their own admission, they choose to be unseen, unheard, unlettered, undecorated. So on this hadith of Harith ibn Wahab radiallahu anhu, he says that I heard Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam saying, should I not inform you of the people of Jannah? Who are they? And it's not who we think they are, perhaps. One of my friends, he says, on the day of judgment, probably there's going to be a lot of surprises. Meaning that the people we thought are supposed to be there, maybe they will not. And the people who we never imagined would be there, perhaps they will be there. Because it's all about what's inside. Well, this one we mentioned yesterday, Allah doesn't look at the outside. Our degrees, our pedigrees, our lineage, our, all the titles that we have and our physical appearance, however it may be. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala looks to what is inside. So when Nabi Sallallahu says, should I tell you about who are the people of Jannah? He says all of these da'if meaning people who are weak. Weak how? Weak in terms of the worldly status, weak in terms of their worldly, things, their wealth, their status, their how they're perceived in the world. And mutadaf, and people perceive them as such. People don't pay any attention to them. However, as we mentioned yesterday, لَوْ أَقْسَمَ عَلَى اللَّهِ لَبَرَّهُ. But these people have an interconnection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As we mentioned, they have an inner kayfiyat. So if they swear that, oh Allah, do this, do that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does it. They have that connection. So da'if, they are weak in terms of their outer appearance, but they're extremely strong and powerful in terms of their inner actual essence. And then, juxtaposed, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, I should tell you about who are the people of the fire. Kulu udulin jawadin mustakbir. This is basically revolving around the arrogant, the proud, the haughty, the people that appear to be the people of the world. It's interesting that in Pakistan, and one of the tafsirs of this jawad is the people with big stomachs, and in some cultures to have a big stomach it shows that you have you're somebody, whereas actually those da'if, the people, our Nabi alayhi sallam used to tie rocks to his stomach because of the hunger, and it wasn't a hunger that he was forced into it. It was a personal selection. So these are people, the people who love the world and they are chasing after it, and the people who are the al-Jannah, the people who have no connection with the world and are running after the hereafter. So, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives. Now that doesn't mean, if we see somebody that's heavy and overweight, it doesn't mean that, we'll pass the judgment. No. That's not the case at all. In fact, in today's scenario, actually, being overweight, there's a lot of medical discrepancies and irregularities because of the lifestyle and because of the environment. So that's another thing. But generally, that would, particularly in the older times, it would be a sign of someone who's really interested in the world. eating and drinking and clothing, etc. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us among those people who will be the Ahl al-Jannah and save us from being among those people from Ahl al-Nar. Ameen, thumma ameen. Wa akhir da'wana. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalamu alaikum.